It is April the 1st today. This morning I went to church and now this afternoon I'm going on a little hike. I'm not exactly sure how far I will get, but it's part of the Arizona trail system. So yeah, like we've discovered in the past, these trails are all interconnecting with other trails. I'm at the Mills Ridge trailhead and it looks like I'm on the Four Peaks Trail. So that's all confusing. But anyway, it's spectacular, and we'll see how much we get done today. I must say the road getting here was a bit risky for my car, but Louise, she did it. She spun out a few times on some really steep areas. It's a Forest Service road, so it's not the best condition, but the campground host assured me that my car would make it. So I trusted him, and it did. It is warm out, but it's the afternoon too. In the last parts of Exodus, we have learned about the Israelites building the sanctuary, or the tabernacle it's called, in the wilderness after their exodus from Egypt. And then we learned about the priests and their garments. And now we will learn about the services that were performed in the tabernacle. And this is spelled out in the next book, which is called Leviticus. So in our hiking through the Bible, we are on to the book of Leviticus. Leviticus received its name from the fact that it deals with the priesthood, which is from the tribe of Levi. Oh, this combination of wildflowers is just so special. Gorgeous. I am literally walking on the very edge of the mountain. This is a narrow path. It goes way down there. Whoa. Leviticus is called a pre-gospel because the sanctuary service is clearly symbolical and hence temporary, for there is no necessary relation between the blood of bulls and goats and the forgiveness of sins. The sacrifices were all typical and had little virtue in themselves, but they did foreshadow good things to come, and rightly understood, they led men to Jesus. They conveyed lessons of the seriousness of sin, the need of confession, of the majesty of the law, of the holiness of God, of His great love for fallen man, and of the preparation necessary to stand in His presence. Holiness is the great theme of the book of Leviticus. God's repeated command is, "You shall be holy, for I am holy." Leviticus is the central book of Moses, and as the sanctuary was central in the worship of Israel, so Leviticus contains the core of the instruction given in regard to that worship. It is the gospel in embryo. With it, the New Testament can be better understood, and without it, parts of the gospel and epistles are shrouded in obscurity and darkness. Christ, as priest and high priest, as the Lamb of God, as our sin offering, as the sacrifice slain, its blood sprinkled round about on the altar, as the bread which came down from heaven, as the light of the world, as the fragrant incense, these and many other allusions would be but dimly understood without the light which Leviticus throws upon them. You can't really tell, but I've been doing a steep climb. Talking to you guys really helps me do this because it's distracting for me and I don't have to worry about how strenuous this is. But once again, the flowers cheer the way. The ministering in the tabernacle consisted of two divisions, a daily and a yearly service. The daily service was performed at the altar of burnt offering in the court and in the holy place, while the yearly service was held in the most holy place. The daily service consisted of the morning and evening burnt offering, the offerings of sweet incense on the golden altar, and the special offerings for individual sins. And there were also offerings for special Sabbaths, new moons, and feasts. Let's see what's on the other side here. Oh, another view of valley and lake. We keep going up and up and up. The hours appointed for the morning and evening sacrifice were regarded as sacred, and they came to be observed as the set time for worship throughout the Jewish nation. And it's a good practice for us to pray to God in the morning when you wake up and in the evening when you go to bed. I think I'll just go a little bit further here. The All Trails app says that I'm done the Mills Ridge hike, but of course this trail goes on to Utah, so I guess I can stop whenever I want. Yeah, I was hoping to be able to see over this ridge, but I don't think I'm gonna. Well, let's go up here off trail a bit. I know it's a no-no, mostly, but anyway, we've seen this view before. Okay, heading back now. I want to get back to camp before it gets dark anyways. The question is sometimes raised as to why God instituted the system of sacrifices and the shedding of blood. Well, it's because of this. God hates sin, knowing its results. And one of the chief purposes of sacrifices is to cause Israel likewise to hate it. Well, the healing hiker rating for this Mill Ridge is a 4 out of 5. Short, steep, and sweet, at least this time of year. And the drive up was pretty fun too. So we will see in the many hikes to come what Leviticus is all about, and really what the sanctuary is about, and how everything points to Jesus. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.